Reading's one of the hardest skills we ask of our students in school. It's not a natural skill our brain just knows how to do because it isn't needed for survival. And there are some key or characteristics about how the brain learns to read. There are three systems in the brain that work together in order for a person to be able to read. First, the visual processing scans the printed word, and the images of the letters travel to the visual cortex. It is then decoded in the angular gyrus, which is located on the left side of the brain. Next, the auditory processing system sounds it out in your head by breaking it down. And the Broca's and the Wernicke's areas give information about the word from the person's mental dictionary. This area governs speech production and language comprehension. The frontal lobe is also involved in the reading process. It integrates the information to produce meaning, because what's the point of being able to read a word if you don't have a meaning to that word? Now, the reading program my school uses is called Good Habits, Great Readers. It was published in 2009 by Pearson Education Incorporation. This program uses shared reading lessons, which includes 3 focus lessons that explore a habit or a strategy that will help strengthen their reading skills, 2 mini lessons that are skill-based, and an end of the week wrap-up that ties everything together. This program uses a variety of genres of books, along with teacher modeling text and student readers. Good Habits, Great Readers uses scaffolding, which when introducing new vocabulary and words. The lessons encourage students to make personal connections to the words, which helps with comprehension and retention. The program also helps students identify any patterns within the new words. Good Habits, Great Readers often utilizes Think, Pair, Share as a strategy for whole class discussions. This strategy is helpful in allowing both male and female students to discuss what they just learned and in ways their brain is programmed to discuss it. Students are allowed think time to reflect on their learning. This is especially helpful to males because they tend to use the right hemisphere more, which allows them to process information internally a little bit better. Then students pair up with other students and share their ideas. This is helpful for females because they use the left hemisphere more, which does better with discussing information with other people out loud. This program is great because it alternates verbal discussion with visual models, which fully engages both hemispheres, which is how we learn best. The class will discuss a strategy. The teacher will model it using a book. Another discussion will occur to talk about observations. Then students get to apply the strategy using a different book of their own. This program also encourages a number of visual strategies to help students organize what they just learned. It uses graphic organizers, sticky notes, and note-taking. Good Habits, Great Readers contains components that support vocabulary building, comprehension, and fluency. It uses all age-appropriate text along with some options for differentiation. Now, I've only taught using this program for about 4 months, so I don't feel like I truly used this program to its fullest. Over the summer, I've finally had the opportunity to sit down and get to know this program, and I will be taking a professional development class later this month to learn how to implement it to its fullest. And I think I'll feel much better and more comfortable once I take this class. And I think I'll feel much more ready for the new school year. I think Good Habits, Great Readers is a good program to help older students with vocabulary fluency and reading comprehension. It does a great job using different strategies throughout the lessons, such as direct instruction, think, pair, share, graphic organizers, and age-appropriate text. I do believe it could be more flexible rather than rigid. It's very organized, but doesn't really allow much time for other activities outside of its very rigid and strict lessons. I think it could be more creative with using multisensory approaches, especially including physical movement, because that allows more oxygen to get to the brain. And I also think it could be more open to utilizing other options along with this program to allow for differentiation. My school really only uses this program. After reading through the manual for this program, I realized it doesn't include any audio-visual aids, so I think it could bring it to another level if it came with video clips, computer programs, or other technology to help supplement it. Overall, I think the program is good, and from what I've seen while teaching it just for the few months, students seem to respond to it really well, and they actually like the structure of it, and they like knowing what to expect.